Action.
Okay, this is the Valencia Rose hair, and I really love this type of hair because not only can you wear it with this type of wave pattern, but you can also wear it straight. This is a I got 3 bundles. I got an 18, a 20, and then a 22. And as you can see, it's like fairly long. And I kind of did this so it can have kind of, like layers within it. I also got a closure at the top, and I left my edges out. So I can also put this in a ponytail, and it still look natural. I kind of just braided the back part that I left out just because I do wear it down a lot, so I really don't have to put it up in a ponytail. With the closure, I got the 3-part. So as you know from silk based closure, it kind of goes back as your hair grows. I would say my hair grows, pretty quickly. So with the base, with me leaving my edges out, it kind of goes back. So that's why I have this kind of like hump, just to try to cover up from my closure going back. But what I can say about this type of closure is that it looks really natural. So if I take this part off, you can actually see it looks natural. With this closure, it actually has the part. Now I know some people kind of pluck the hairs in there, but I felt like it was fine in that it kind of blended in. And this closure is 12 inches. Now the closure wasn't a curly wave pattern like this, but you can still style it. You can take like the curling one and change it up that way to kind of have the same curl pattern, or you can take a curling iron and just wrap it around instead of actually curling it around. With this hair being straight, you can just straighten it just as if you would straighten your actual hair. I didn't put a lot of products in it because it kind of just holds its own curl pattern, whether it's straight or when you actually use the flat iron. I'm going to stand up so you can actually see the length. As you can see, it's fairly decent, and it kind of comes down just enough for my height. I am like almost 5'1", so it kind of just works with me. But yet, when I have it in the front, you can still kind of see it's not dramatically too long. Now, when you straighten it, it does get longer, so it kind of stops right about here. When I actually have it super straight, it'll stop here. But after you curl it and put up some body into it, then it'll stop right about here. When you get the hair, it's not going to be this color. I actually dyed this myself. But the closures, I never get to the scalp of the closure. I kind of just go just almost to it because I didn't want to mess up the way the part looked. Let me put this back. Also, when you dye it, do a test strand because that's going to help you kind of know what volume and what color. I used the Kaleidocolors. I used the blue one. They also have the other colors, but I didn't try these out on this type of hair. I'm going to dye some hair and I'll videotape that and show you what I do. But I took this, and then I didn't use the 40, I actually used the 30. I was just going to try something different to see if it would do it a little bit quicker if I used the 40 instead of waiting the 30 minutes or the 25 minutes. But what I did was I just took this, I did half and half, and I just followed the instructions on there, and I'll show you in another video. But I just left it in, and I did it by each bundle. I got 3 bundles, so I took 1 bundle at a time and dyed it accordingly. So some of it is kind of darker and some of it's kind of lighter in some of the places. So as you can see, I kind of still left it on about the same amount of time, and it kind of gave it a little bit of low lights and highlights, but yet still even all over. So I would say get Valencia Rose hair because I actually do like it. It doesn't really shed and it's not too shiny, but it's kind of, you know, shiny enough to where it looks natural. I didn't want to get hair that was too shiny where you can just kind of just point out like, oh, that's not her hair. So that's why I got this type. The curl pattern I got was, I believe, a deep wave. But it comes really curly, and so you can finger comb it or actually use a weave brush for either or, and it really doesn't shed that much. I didn't get the glue that you can actually put on there for the wefts. I kind of just figured just try it without it to see how good the hair was. So it really doesn't have that much shedding. Alright, bye.